Today we are going to talk about Proverbs chapter 13, and this chapter is also more of the wise sayings of Solomon, and we have some incredible verses here that by the end of this video you get to know them. So let's start. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 1 says that a wise son heeds his father's instructions. It says, but a scoffer does not listen to rebuke. Verse 2 says that a man shall eat well by the fruit of his mouth, but the soul of the unfaithful feeds on violence. Verse 3, it says, he who guards his mouth preserves his life, but he who opens wide his lips shall have destruction. Verse 4 says, the soul of a sluggard desires and has nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made rich. Verse 5 says, a righteous man hates lying, but a wicked man is loathsome and comes to shame. Is loathsome and comes to shame. Verse 6 says that righteousness keeps him whose way is blameless, but wickedness overthrows the sinner. Verse 7, it says, there is one who makes himself rich, yet has nothing. There's one who makes himself rich, yet has nothing, and one who makes himself poor, yet has great riches. There's one who makes himself rich, yet has nothing, and one who makes himself poor, yet has great riches. Verse 8 says that the ransom of a man's life is his riches. It says, but the poor does not hear rebuke. Verse 9, it says, the light of the righteous rejoices, but the lamp of the wicked will be put out. Verse 10, it says, by pride comes only contention, but with the well advised is wisdom. It says, wealth gained by dishonesty, that's verse 11. Wealth gained by dishonesty will be diminished, but he who gathers by labor will increase. Verse 12 says, hope deferred makes the heart sick, but when the desire comes, it is a tree of life. It is a tree of life. Verse 13 says, he who despises the word will be destroyed, but he who fears the commandment will be rewarded. Verse 14 says, the law of the wise is a fountain of life, to turn one away from the snares of death. Verse 15 says, good understanding gains favor, but the way of the unfaithful is hard. The way of the unfaithful is hard. It says, verse 16, every prudent man acts with knowledge. Every prudent man acts with knowledge, but a fool lays open his folly. Verse 17, it says, a wicked messenger falls into trouble, but a faithful ambassador brings health. Verse 18 says, poverty and shame will come to him who disdains correction, but he who regards reproof will be honored. Verse 19, it says, a desire accomplished is sweet to the soul. It says, but it is an abomination to fools to depart from evil. Verse 20 says, he who walks with wise men will be wise, but the companion of fools will be destroyed. The companion of fools will be destroyed. 21 says that evil pursues sinners, but to the righteous good shall be repaid. 22 says, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, but the wealth of the sinner is up for the righteous. Verse 23 says, much food is in the fallow ground of the poor, and for lack of justice there is waste. 24 says, he who spares his rod hates his son, but he who loves him disciplines him promptly. Verse 25 says, the righteous eats to the satisfying of his soul, but the stomach of the wicked shall be in want. The stomach of the wicked shall be in want. One of the verses that I have in my mind is the one in 2022. The one in 22. It says, "A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children." So you don't leave just an inheritance to your children, but your children's children. And this is one of the verses I've been thinking about quite a lot, because looking at life, looking at what you accomplish, it shouldn't be just enough for your children. It should be more than enough for your children, and it should get to your children. So I've been thinking about this verse, and it's good. It says, "A good man, a good man." The other verse I want us to talk about is verse 20. It says, "He who walks with wise men will be wise, but the companion of fools will be destroyed." This chapter is talking about those we keep company with, our friends, whoever. He's saying that whoever we work with, whoever we work with, if they are wise, we will also be wise. If they are full, we will also be full. If they are going nowhere, we will also go nowhere. So our friends matters a lot. Our friends matters a lot. Our friends matters a lot to us. The last verse I'd like to talk about is verse 11. Verse 11. Verse 11. It says that world gained. It says the world gained. Verse 11. It says world gained by dishonesty will be diminished, but he who gathers by labor will increase. Wealth gained by dishonesty will be diminished. Will be diminished. So my question will be that, where are you getting all your money from? Where are you getting wealth from? If you are dishonest, all the things you've acquired so far, it can be diminished. It will be diminished. If you are caught that you stole this money, if you are caught that you did this, you did that, you just lose everything. It's better to work for it than to get it in a dishonest way. So just check your life, look around. All the things I have, is it by labor or by fraud or by dishonesty or by things that are illegal? Things that are illegal. So he who gathers by labor will increase. Be like that person. Gather by labor. Gather by labor. So thank you very much for watching this video. See you tomorrow for Proverbs chapter 14. Thank you very much. Bye.